Hi guys, this is to Christians and people that think that Jesus Christ is going to return today or has not returned yet. You seem to have trouble with reading and comprehension skills, but lucky for you, I am a very good and very thorough teacher. Now I'm going to be patient with you, so please be patient with me and watch to the end of this video, and if you do find it helpful, please share it with anybody you think may need this help also. Alright, we're just going to go right into it. I'm using a pencil, normally I would use a pen because I'm actually skilled in writing and reading and comprehension. But I understand if you need to use a pencil, so I'm using one so that you won't feel bad in case you mess up and have to erase. But that's fine. Don't feel bad about that. We've all got to start somewhere, and we've all got to learn. Alright, this is a T. Alright, that's the letter T. And normally this would make a T sound, like T, T. Whenever you're saying consonants, you say them, and we had to put E's to them because it'd be weird to say our ABCs like A, B, S, D, K, or whatever. So we put vowels to them so that we can say them, but rule of thumb here is that whenever you say a consonant, you can take off the E sound to it. Like whenever you say T, just take off the E and you've got T, T. See? But for this, if this T was standing alone, this would make the T sound. But in the English language, we don't have enough sounds to speak correctly in our 26-letter alphabet. So we had to do things like prefixes and suffixes, and just connection of different letters to make new sounds. So there's actually more sounds in our alphabet than just the 26 letters. And since this has an H after it, alright, sorry, holding this phone and writing probably looks about like how you're doing it, I imagine. So since there's an H here and you put these two together, it's not t-he like you might think it is. It's not t-he, t-he. It's the. And you're just going to have to remember this because this will come up, and it's really just an added sound to our alphabet. This will come up a lot in your life. So the. Alright, the next letter is an I. Okay, so it's the, I. Now if this I was just way over here standing by itself, it would be a big I, and it would make an I sound. But this is a little I. Or let's say that we had an I here, and then an E at the end of the sentence, or a Y. This would change this into a big sound. That's a rule of thumb too. If there's a vowel that comes at the end, it usually makes the other previous vowel, it'll make it a big sound. But for this word, it is a small sound. So we've got the, I, the. All right, and this is a fun one. It's a cute little snake. It looks like a snake, and you make the snake sound. You go s, s. All right, so S, you take off the vowel sound whenever you're saying the consonant, and it's S. So the, I, S, this. Guys, if you need to pause this video at any time to go back and practice any of these, you don't have to be worried. Don't feel bad. We all have to start somewhere. It's always better to learn something than to not learn something. So don't let anybody make you feel bad about not catching on or not learning. As long as you are learning, I always say that is better. Never let anybody stop you from learning. It is the best thing in the world. So but for this video, I'm just going to move right into the next one. But you can always pause it. Take your time. Don't get flustered. All right, this is a G. So G. Normally, you would think that this would make the G sound. G. But it actually makes a J sound. And it does that at the beginning of words especially a lot, like gist and general. You would have the G. All right, G. So it's not G. It's not ge. We're not doing ge here. We are doing gen. So that E is a little E sound, and it makes eh. So here we have, and then in, like I said, just say the word in, or the letter N, and then focus on where your tongue meets the roof of your mouth, and it's n, n, n. So gen. All right, and here's a big one. This is going to be in so many words. Gender, fender, anything with on it, runner. It doesn't matter if it has it's going to be ER. So gender, and this is huge. This might take you a little while to get. This gender, this is going to be a large A sound. And the reason for that is because of the conglomeration of letters that comes at the end to make this sound. So we'll put these by themselves because you're going to see this all the time in life. That is T-I-O-N. It's not T. It's not to-I-on or to-I-own or to-I-on. It makes one sound. It's shun, generation, shun. It's going to be used so many times in so many words. So, and because of this, anytime you see this, mostly at least, because I don't know every single word in the world, but I know most of what we use in our daily lives. Anytime you see shun, it's going to work as like a vowel at the end of a sentence and make the previous vowel a big sound. So it's gen, a shun, generation. All right, and then if we know what a W is, remember W. This actually makes a w sound, w, like water. Or for some of you still learning, it could be wah. Like, can I have some wah? So wah. All right, this generation, and we did this one earlier, and this is wi. And L is the same with everything. So L, la. So this generation will, put it all together and it's will. All right. Next word is easy. This is not a sight word of any kind. You don't need to know anything about it. You just need to know how to say your letters of the alphabet. You need to know what sounds they make. So this one is actually self-explanatory if you know the sounds. It's n, at. This generation will not. This generation will not. All right. And remember, like how you say P, you kind of put your lips together and speaking from your diaphragm. So this is p. Take off that vowel sound. And you've got p. So a like apple. This is going to be your normal A sound. Apple, a, so p, a, s. And then we've got that cute little serpent, that cute little snake sound again. Pass. Go as slow as you need to, guys. Take your time, okay? It's important to get things right and not just try to look like you already know or like you're trying to be ahead of your peers and understand what's going on whenever really you need to take your time and get it right. Getting something right makes you way smarter than learning something quickly. This generation will not pass. All right, and the U sound is like being hit in the stomach. It's not like going to the doctor. It's not like them trying to look at your throat or your tonsils where you're like, it's not like that. It's like you get hit in the stomach like, that's a good way to remember your U sound. And then we've had N. So remember, you can always go back and check. Un. And we've had all of these letters. T, I, L. T, ill. Until. All right, and this is a little strange here, but you're going to use it so much in your life that it's going to become a sight word to you and you'll get it. This is the word all. Okay, L is going to be your normal L. L. But anytime you see A-L-L together, it's going to be all. Like ball, fall, call, wall, anything like that, it's going to be all. So this generation will not pass until all This is a good one. You've got that th again that we learned at the beginning here. Th. The. All right, and then we've got e's. And remember what I told you. If you have a vowel at the end, it makes this a big sound. So this is a big E sound. It's E. These. And you never, whenever there's a vowel at the end, like an E or sometimes a Y, you don't even say them. Mainly it's E's. You don't actually say like these, you say these, these. This will be silent. This was actually just here to make this a big sound. So this generation will not pass until all these. All right? TH again. There's a lot of TH in here, guys, so you should definitely have this part down by the end of the video. But if you don't, do not feel bad. Don't feel flustered. Just keep trying until you get it. You will get it. All right? And here's another one of those suffixes. It comes at the end of a word, and it makes the same sound. ing is going to be ing, and that's in everything. Throwing, fishing, anything, any verb basically, running, jumping, any action word that shows action, and anywhere that it's put, like ing. So thing, ing. And then we just put the little snake sound at the end as showing more than one thing. So this generation will not pass until all these things. All right? And this is the word be. Okay, since there is nothing else at the end, this makes this like me, be, me. A lot of the times whenever you have just two-letter words and there's a vowel at the end, it makes it the big sound. But you'll get all this. Be, b. Take off whenever you say the word be, take off the E and you got b. But here we've added an E, so go ahead and just say be. All right. Here's two words put together to make one full word. Like I said, whenever you get hit in the stomach, like you got hit in the stomach, f. You take off the vowel sound whenever you're saying the consonant again, and you've got f. Works that way in almost every letter, except for the W. Most letters, it works this way. You just take off the vowel sound and do the sound, and then replace it with whatever vowel sound is next. So fulla. All right, and this is the second word that was put together to this one. This is the word filled. Ill. So you've got fa'ul, and this should be very easy. Fa'ul, fa'il, fa'ul, fa'il, id. Anytime you see ed at the end, it's going to be the same. Id. So fulfilled. You say it quickly, it runs together, and it sounds fulfilled. Okay? So here we have this. I'm just going to say it now like as if you understood, because like I said, you can always pause this video and take your time, as much time as you need. This generation will not pass until all these things be fulfilled. Now, also whenever you're reading, it's very important to comprehend, and for that to know definitions of words. So we've got this. What is the person speaking of? This what? This. So they're talking about this generation. A generation is a time in which a group of people are living, in which their lifespan. So this generation, that's their lifespan of the time of the people that are living, that this is being said to. So this generation will not. You want to put these together, because if you just say will, that is going to be wrong. This generation will pass. You have to put not. You have to put your conjunctions in whenever you're saying your words, or they won't make sense. So never read this and then pause. There's no comma here. So it's this generation will not pass. In other words, be done. It can't be over. This cannot happen until, that means once something is finished. This must be done. That is when this will be over. This generation will not pass until all. That means every single thing. It doesn't mean anything other than that. It's got to be all. All means everything. It's a little word with a big job. It's got a huge job because it's a little tiny word, but it means all. It encompasses everything that it's talking about. Dynamite comes in small little packages like the word all. This generation will not pass until all, everything that this is talking about. All what? These things. So what was the previous list up here? And it says these things. It doesn't say this thing, this one thing, or it doesn't pick out one thing. So this means the people who are living, everything that these things will happen, all of these things will happen in their generation of the person who was talking to them about this specific subject that we're talking about. So this generation, the one that the people are living, their lifespan, will not pass until all these things, what things? This list up here, whatever things would be in the list. These things, talking about specific things, be fulfilled. That is fully filling something, fully filling it up to the full, fulfilled. So completely, utterly done. Whenever that word fulfilled means there's nothing after it. Like it's a really cool word too, fulfilled. So this generation will not pass until all these things be fulfilled. The last thing that we're going to go over here is inflection. Inflection, you can make the same sentence sound differently by, pinpointing certain words and using your voice to exaggerate them. So you can say this generation will not pass. This generation will not pass until all. This generation will not pass until all these things be fulfilled. All of them be fulfilled. So I think that I have explained it enough for you. And if you know anybody else that this video might help, thanks for being patient and watching until the end. And I'm a very good and thorough teacher, so subscribe to me and share this with anybody that might need help with this, because this generation will not pass until all these things be fulfilled. That's every bit of what was said in our list. And if you want to see the list that we're speaking of, it is in Matthew 24 and Luke 21, and that is in the Bible. I picked an excerpt from the Bible today, to show you how things work and what audience was being spoken to and what these words mean. The Bible's the best-selling book of all time, so it's a good thing to do. Take your time, learn, and don't let anybody make you feel bad for not knowing things yet. And I hope that this helped you.